Well, update, guys. I don't know if you can see it in this camera view, but it's starting to snow. So we'll see what happens. I'm still going to sit out here for a while and burn up. I bought way too much wood. That big bag of chunks is going to last a long time, and the big bag of pellets is going to last a long time. So hopefully it doesn't snow too bad tonight and tomorrow so I can really burn this stuff up because I got no place to put it, really. I put it, the chunks up front, the pellets in back, and literally, I don't have room for it. But it's starting to snow, so we're just going to hang out, see what happens. Van life. How's that go? Nope, gotta be this way. Van life, guys. See what happens. Update 2. It's starting to snow much heavier. We'll see what happens.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's been snowing out last night. I woke up very early, and I looked out the window, and I really didn't see any snow, maybe a dusting. But I got up well after that, and there is snow on the ground. I looked outside earlier, and I want to say maybe up to 2 inches at the most. I don't know, but I'm gonna get dressed and we'll head outside and take a look. But I'm hungry, and I'm looking at this cup of ramen in my dry storage there, and it looks so good. I really want to make it, but I want a good meal, so I think I'm gonna go to Panda Express. I haven't been there in a long time, and I really like Panda Express. So I'm going to force myself to go to the Panda Express instead of eating a cheap $1 or $2.50, whatever that cup of ramen cost. It's more expensive ramen for the same size, but a lot more flavorful. So we're going to get dressed. We're going to head outside, take a look around, and we're driving to town and get some Panda Express for lunch. You know, I really only need the one, dish and a side. I'm not even going to eat that. But I always get like the 3, you know what I mean? I gotta do it. Because you want a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? That's why I wish I could eat more, because then I'd go to a buffet where you could try a little bit of everything. In Kentucky, where I built out this van, there was a Chinese buffet you could do takeout. And it wasn't a bad price. I can't remember what the takeout box cost, but it was maybe like $12. It was a pretty good deal, really. I mean, jam that thing with whatever you wanted. All right, enough chit-chatting. Let's get dressed and get the day started, shall we? I've been laying in bed doing absolutely nothing other than looking on the internet, reading stupid articles. That's all I've been doing. And it's like it's 11 o'clock right now. All right, let's get out of here and go see what it looks like outside. After I get changed, that is. All right. Yeah, I'm going to call it an inch. About all. But it's beautiful out. Yeah, see, an inch, maybe a little more. But that's it. Let's get the, yes, that's what the front of the car looks like, your van. Garbage in the side. Not much. Okay, we're at Walmart. I've been looking for the holiday M&Ms, the toasty peanut and the PB&J. I wasn't going to try the PB&J, but now I kind of want to. And everybody says the toasted peanut are really, really good. So I haven't seen them anywhere, but I'm going to go into Walmart, see if they have them here. Look around for a little while anyways. Then we'll go to lunch. Roads are slick, but not having a problem. So let's run into Wally World, see what we get into. All right, I'm fully stuffed. That's a good Panda Express is a good place to eat. Yeah, I had never eaten there before, and I was on the Pacific Crest Trail and went to this town to resupply and everything. And the one night we walked down to the area where all the little restaurants were, and we were looking around. I'm like, the one guy said, "Hey, let's go in there." I'm like, "Okay, I've never tried it." It's a good place. $18. I got a huge iced tea, 2 orders of crab rangoon, 3 entrees, and I tell them to cut it on the chow mein or fried rice, because I just can't eat. They give you 10 pounds. So I've got all kinds of leftovers for dinner tonight. But Wally World did not have the M&Ms either. Looked like they had a spot for the peanut butter and jelly ones, but they didn't have any. So I think there's a couple more grocery stores in this town. We're just going to drive around and see if we can't find them. It's one of those days, But it's a good day. We live in a van. That guy's got everything he owns on his back. Wouldn't want to be living out of a backpack, nowhere to go around, this time of year. Not out here. That would suck. But, all right, let's see if we can't find the other grocery stores. The roads are extremely icy. I'm not slipping around much. A little bit, but not too bad. It looks like they said the snow is going to end now, so this is all we're going to get. We get back to the dirt. I'm going to kind of scrape the snow away a little bit. So that we're not sitting in the snow, and the fire pit will be in the snow later on. But, all right, well, let's head to the next grocery store. All right, so $6.50 for a little tiny bag like this. They didn't have the toasty peanut, but they had the peanut butter and jelly. So let's give them a try. I have a feeling they're not going to be very good. The toasty peanut ones sound really good. All right. Let's see if each one is both. I don't see any jelly. I don't get it. Everyone I bite into is just peanut butter. Everyone. somebody else has been driving down the road today. Hopefully I don't get to my little spot and somebody's already taken it. I doubt it though. This is a forest road, but it leads. Well, somebody was there. Somebody's looking for a spot. They pulled up in that spot. But, nope. My tracks are the ones after that spot. Can't find a little. I'll get back, clean up the site a little bit, and then I'll probably just hang out outside for a while. Snow quit. That my spot's empty. Ugh. Too bad I couldn't move over a few more foot. I wouldn't have to clean the spot out. It'd be all clean from under where the van was last night. Yeah, we're going to use part of it though.
All right, we're set up back at camp. I was going to clear out more of this, but it's kind of packed down. So, and if I do, it's just more dust. I should have probably parked all the way over. I'll be dragging a lot more mud in now, but oh well. We have to clean the carpet anyways. But it'll be a clean place for the wood chunks. I'll probably put them on the dirt or the snow as well. Better than snow than mud, huh? Oh, I gotta get my pellets. I like the pellets. Wish I could find wood burning stove pellets somewhere. Well, we're gonna have no company tonight. I had a feeling that was gonna be the case, but that's okay. I like being out here by myself. Oh, let's see here. Where could my pellets be? I put them in here somewhere last night. Yeah, right there where I left them. Yeah, I know, guys. It's not exciting. It's not supposed to be. It's life, right? Everyday life. Except I get to do it in a van. Go where I want. Sleep where I want. To an extent, you know what I mean? Well, yeah. I had a lot of dirt on it from yesterday. Better I don't clean anything else off. This thing is so nice. I mean, it's a personal campfire. I mean, 5 people around it, it's not going to do anything. You know what I mean? But for one person, it's really nice. I just love being out here. So much better than being in the city. So quiet. Star coyotes, man. It pissed me off last night. I was hoping they would howl for you guys while we were talking, but no such luck. Want my fire starter? Well, tomorrow we'll have to go back to town, get errands and stuff done, laundry, go to the gym. I haven't worked out all week. I'm going to end up putting that fire out. I put any more chips or what are these called? Pellets. Oh, jeez. My brain froze, huh? Well, it was nice to have Panda Express today, I'll tell you that. That was a good meal. I always enjoy that food. I mean, you can get out of there with a one entree and a small drink for like $10. That'd be plenty of food for me, anyways. You know, I wouldn't probably finish that, but so quiet. One of the things I love about it. Yeah, it was funny. I love the Pacific Crest Trail so much that a couple weeks into the PC or AT, I literally paid a shuttle driver. I don't know, it was like $150 to drive me to the airport, North Carolina. I bought a ticket. Sat in that air. I was for the, it was like 6 a.m. and I was there at, 6 p.m. Well, I stayed there 4 or 6 hours. I had things set up. I had somebody going to pick me up at the airport, take me around to like REI quick and get me to the terminus. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I just can't leave. So turned around, paid the shuttle driver, take me right back to trail. Like $300 round trip. You know what I mean? I miss the PCT. Should have a funny story about it. Huh. So, I don't know. I'm going to sit here, relax for a little while. Maybe we'll come up with a funny story. I got to get a lot of editing done, catch up on watching the videos I watch on YouTube today. And I want to go to sleep pretty early tonight, or at least get into bed. That way I can have just a nice, relaxing, long evening. Not have to do anything. Overall, we got like maybe 2 inches of snow out here. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't say any more than that. No way. But, all right, I'm going to think of a story and we'll catch you guys in a little while. Once the fire gets going. Well, again. You guys ready for a little fireside chat story? Some of you guys say you like my little stories. So on the PCT, you have people, and I'm sure they're on every trail, but they kind of act like they're hiking, and they try to blend into the thru hikers and, put themselves into the lifestyle, which, this is okay, but, don't act like you're thru hiking. Just say, hey, I wish I could do that, and I know a little bit about this area of the trail, or, But the first one I ran into was in Idlewild, California. If you ever go to SoCal, Idlewild is an amazingly beautiful little mountain town. It's just a great place. Right near San Jacinto. It's right below San Jacinto. I had such a great time there. I ended up going twice. I went in from the Paradise Valley Cafe because I had lost weight and my hip belt now for my backpack was too big. I ordered a new one and it was going to be there. So I went in from Paradise Valley Cafe and of course turned out didn't get there for a couple days. So I just stayed like 3 days, which I had a great time. But I ran into this gentleman, and he's telling people, all about the trail and how many times he's through hiked it, and one little giveaway is he's like, oh, at mile marker 162.1, he's just being way too precise. And he hung out with us, and we could all kind of tell he was a little weird, but we had a great time. There. And in Idlewild, I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail in 2020, and in 2020, we all know COVID. Hotels were basically shut down, but there's a law that you can't refuse a room to a homeless person. Ed, being a thru hiker, and if you know what happened to my vehicle when I was hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, it was in the storage unit in Spokane, Washington, was broken into, and they stole all my possessions. But anyways, I regress. Had a great time hanging out and in Idlewild, got my hip belt, and he wants to share a shuttle back to the trail tomorrow. And first I tell the guy, don't tell him how much we're going to tip you right off the bat. We'll see what the guy's like. He gets in, we're both giving you $20. I'm like, well, the shuttle driver, he turned out to be kind of a little weird and tried to put all these things into our head about, his thoughts and beliefs, which kind of bothered me, but paid the money, and we both get out on the way. Also there, he's telling, oh, there's big snows coming. Well, this gets this guy scared, and I didn't think he was going to end up hiking, and he didn't. We both got out of the vehicle. I started hiking off. He hiked about 5 steps. I see him turn around and wave back to the guy. He got a ride back to town. But, just these guys, or girls, they could be girls too. I didn't run into any of them, but they just try to act like they're, one of the thru hikers. Well, and later on in around Warner Springs, I kept running into another guy. And he's always in clean clothes. His tent looks brand new. His backpack looks brand new. And he's always just laying in the tent on the trail somewhere in the middle of the day, not hiking. It's like, I ran into him a couple times around Warner Springs, then went into Warner Springs. And if you don't know Warner Springs, it's a little past Julian. And they have a community center that normally really helps out hikers. But in 2020, again, because of COVID, they had their gates locked. But if you gave them like $10, they would come out, they'd put these little plastic trays out. You could put your electronics in there, and they would charge them for you for like a $10 fee. So we all did that. And, after 4 hours, whatever, they brought the little trays back out. I get all my electronics, and nothing has been charged a bit. So I tried to call, and the lady doesn't answer. It's like, I just paid you, waited 4 hours, and you didn't even charge my electronics. I'm guessing it was an accident, because the other people's electronics were charged. I have a feeling she plugged mine into a power strip, and the power strip was not plugged in. So it was like, luckily I had one more power bank that got me on to where I could get charged up. But then you pass Warner Springs, you see this beautiful rock formation that I believe was probably carved by Native Americans. It looks just like an eagle. I don't know if I have a shot of that on this camera, but it's a beautiful, it's called Eagle Rock, place between Warner Springs and Palomar Mountain, and it's just beautiful. And it really I've gone back several times, because you just feel a connection with the place for something. It's kind of odd, mysterious, spiritual. I don't know what to call it. It's weird. I find nature more spiritual than anything. I'm not a religious person, but nature to me is my church, I guess we'd say. And I love it. But the gentleman I saw right before Warner Springs, I ran into like 3-4 more times. Again, just in a tent, kind of sticking his head out. talking to hikers as they pass, but he never was hiking. And like the third and final time I saw him, uh, I ran into a woman, and she's like, "Well, did you see?" And I can't remember the guy's name. And I said, "Yeah, I've seen him all over the trail. He just gets rides, from what I can figure out, and he walks up the trail, puts his tent out, and acts like he's through hiking." And she's like, "Oh, I don't think so. He's talked me into going and getting my vehicle and helping him out because he's hurt." And I told the woman, I said, "You can do what you want, but he's pulling your leg pretty hard. He's not hurt. He's not through hiking. He's just trying to use people and act like he's hiking the trail." But she was adamant. So hey, each to her own. She was trying to be a good Samaritan, but unfortunately, people like that exist. I know my one friend in Palm Springs. She tried to help out a woman and a guy, and it turned out the guy was actually really kind of kidnapping the woman in a way, and it was a sad story. She was hurt. Supposedly he was a medic in the Marines, which turned out to be a lie. He kind of forced her to stay with him. My friend in Palm Springs tried to help him out, ended up stealing jewelry from my friend. Luckily, she finally got away from the guy, but didn't want to press charges because she thought it was her fault. Then later, he went on to the CDT and was doing the same kind of stuff. Luckily, he ended up getting arrested and put in jail. But yeah, there's all kinds of weird things that happens on trail. I would not change going on trail ever. If you want to do it, I'd do it. Enjoy yourself. You'll have a great time. But, you have to be careful wherever you are doing anything. People ask me if I was going to carry guns on the trail. It's like, no. I feel more safe on the trail than I do, in town. But there are weird folk wherever you go. You know what I mean? It just happens. When I was here in March, a guy told me he was living in his fifth wheel with his girlfriend or whatever, and he told me he was almost killed by the I-5 killer. Well, it turns out he wasn't even alive when the guy did what he did. He was an ex-pro football player that ended up killing people. Became a serial killer. But, you find funny people, weird people, different people anywhere you go. And, and sometimes it's interesting and you have funny stories to tell or memories to look back on. But if I find a footage, a picture of Eagle Rock, I'll put it in here. But you guys, there's hundreds of hiking videos on this channel if you go back. The Appalachian Trail videos aren't as good as the Pacific Crest Trail videos, which are the first videos on this channel. So you really have to go back to find them. But it's actually really worth the time, I think, if you're interested in that. But guys and gals, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up for today because I just want to relax. I enjoy being out here. About 4 o'clock, it's going to get dark here in about a half hour. Burn up my last chunks that I cut up with the hatchet yesterday. Got a big bag in there if I want more. But I got pellets too. But it's another beautiful day in van life, being in the outdoors. So hey, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys watching and viewing and subscribing. I really do. And welcome to all you new guys, gals. So all right, you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors. Unfortunately, heading back to the city.